Hello and welcome to another update video on SUI. The SUI chart here on the larger time frame still shows an active uptrend. We need to wait for the next larger pullback, really, for the next, let's say, nice pullback setup. However, for those who use the trend reversal area back in June, and nothing has changed. All you need to do is relax, lean back, and manage risk. For everybody else, I mean, there is currently no real pullback unless you use these smaller support zones as risk levels that I provide on the smaller time frame. Important here on the larger time frame, I think a couple of things to mention. First of all, the price has now reached the next swing high and resistance here around the 12th of May. Yep, swing high. We've now reached that. It's the area around $4.30. So against that level, the price could still bounce, get a bit of a pullback, but actually it looks as if we're going to attack that level rather sooner than later. It was already tested, first rejection, which is not really a surprise from a level like that. I mean, that is the swing high that formed in May already, 430. We're now pulling back a little bit. Okay, there is a pullback visible on the smaller time frame, but it's not even a significant pullback. So we're going to take a look at that. The overall idea is still that we could move, and that's the second thing I wanted to mention, that we could move towards the $10 area as long as the uptrend obviously remains intact. This is kind of a milestone target there, the 161.8 Fibonacci extension. But there is a risk, obviously, okay? If we don't get another nice 1-2 setup here, the risk is if it takes the direct route, which altcoins do very often, which makes them so unpredictable, which is why it's so important to understand these risk levels, yeah, and when they break, then it's normally time to get out, okay? Now, again, that depends on your strategy and risk tolerance and everything, but from a structural point of view, it then means a break. And that support area, I share that with you on the smaller time frame. I'll do that in a minute. But bigger picture-wise, I mean, it could easily be that there was a top here, maybe an A wave top, a substantial top in January, and we're now in a larger B wave correction. So this is an A wave down, A, B, C, and B, and then we come down in wave C, right? So that is a risk that is there if we break out higher more directly. But even then, there's a good chance to approach the 100% Fibonacci extension level. That's at $5.77. It's an absolute key target for wave C of B. The A wave and the C wave, they tend to have the same length. And then we can obviously get this move down. Yeah. So, but again, yellow count is preferred. That's basically the same scenario that I'm also tracking as short-term bullish, but overall potentially bearish scenario on the Solana chart. Yeah. I'll share that again in our Solana video today, but please note that there is a risk. The area around $5.77 could provide really strong resistance. And if we see a 5-wave decline from there and an associated break of support, that could indicate that the white scenario is taking the lead. At the moment, they're both moving in the same direction anyway. Let us take a look at the shorter time frame, and here you can see just shorter time frame analysis. So you see here that the market is holding above our upper support area. Maybe we'll try for another high today. This is really just on the very local level. I mean, I shared that micro support area here with you yesterday in the video. Highlighted, look, as long as we're holding here the $3.68 level, which we're doing right now, that's where the bulls showed up, yeah. We might get even one more high and maybe another test of the 430 level. But overall, this is a weak support area really this is the nearest support area I can offer. I mean, price maxed it out, but still holding it. And we could get one more rally from here to 430 or even a bit higher for a direct move to the upside. But it takes a break basically below that last swing low there that formed at 368, exactly at the 50% Fib level, to suggest we are already in a broader wave 4. And then the support area comes in between $3.11 and $3.51. So for me, the $3.11 level is key support here. That keeps the overall uptrend intact. Not saying we have to test it, but as long as we hold above it, I'm still looking for higher prices and a rally towards, first of all, $5.77 and then ideally even $10. That's the update on SUI. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional updates and discussions. You can ask questions and much more. So I'll post a link to our X profile in the description and the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.